Hey everyone, welcome to Art Obsession Oz. This is Beatrice. We're going to do another pour, basically a bloom pour. And I guess y'all must be wondering why I do so many blooms. It's just I don't have the space anymore. I'm not in a home anymore, and I work from my caravan, so my table's really small, and I thought, oh, I might as well just stick with the blooms because I enjoy doing them, and I do experiment a lot, you know. Now with this one, I'm going to do colors at the edge of the mold. As you'll see, I'm using an orange and a yellow. And you'll see that I add ink to intensify the colors also. So the yellow that I'm using there is a pearlized pigment, and just a normal pigment. So one's got like it's like a mica but in liquid form, and you'll see it's got a shimmer to it, but I didn't think it was strong enough, so as you'll see, I add a little bit of acrylic ink to deepen the colors. So there's a couple of mistakes that I made in this video, as you'll eventually see. I should not have poured the resin into my mold just yet. I should have put the colors in first and then poured the clear, because the clear would have given the colors a chance to come into the middle of the mold. So that was my first mistake. I realized later, I thought, oh well, it's too late now, let's see what happens. And I love experimenting, so this is me putting the orange in to intensify that color a little bit. I'm not sure if it was a good idea, but I did anyway. Excuse me. And I'm just using a normal Montmartre acrylic inks. You get 12 in a set, and they're beautiful to work with. So I'm using the bloom paste now to make my white. I took 3 drops in 30 grams, roughly around 30 grams, and I'll get that mixed up. You just got to be a little bit careful, because at this time the resin that you've poured into your mold plus the ones that you're mixing up, it's cooling really fast, because when you have resin in a deeper container, it keeps the warmth and it just keeps heating. The minute you unmold it into your mold, it'll start to cool. So you've got to try and, you know, do things a little bit faster, to keep that temperature all even. Just had a bit of a boo-boo there.
That was close.
And you'll see as we go deeper in the end results, you'll see that where my resin actually cooled faster in the results of the bloom. And you can see by the way I'm using my stick that the resin is cooling. So, got to speed it up a bit. And you can also use your torch, to reheat, because the minute you use your torch over the resin, you're actually heating the resin. So you can also use your heat gun to do that. So I'm pouring the orange first. And I'll just speed this up a bit. Had to speed that up a little bit. So now I'm doing my bloom. As you can see, I tried to mark the coaster with the lines where I wanted the blooms, but I think I misfired again. Excuse me. Winter's around the corner. Sometimes you get all confused, and you're trying to. It's very hard when you're trying to. It's trying to do everything backwards, and if I had a turntable, it would be so much easier. But obviously, you can't. I want you to see this, how I do this, so you can actually try it yourself. So I'll speed this up a little bit as well. So here I am taking the same white that I used for my bloom, and I mixed in a little bit of lime green alcohol ink, and I'm trying to get it to a deep green, and I'm putting it into, can I put it into a bag? I'm not sure. Oh, I did put into a bag. And I'm going to draw a few leaves, as you will see. I think that green, when you put the green in it, it really pops the image. So you can see that the bloom is already blooming. I just make sort of like 2 leaf shape. And then you just take your stick through, and they open up as they bloom, so it looks quite pretty. And so now we'll wait and till the unmolding. As you can see, the yellow and the orange hasn't spread as much as I wanted it to. And I think the mistake was that I poured the resin first and the colors later. I should have done it the other way around. So if you're thinking of doing something like this, pour your colors in first, then use the rest of your clear resin as a push, so it pushes it out and then it'll bring it all back in evenly. So we'll go to the unmolding. So here we are, the day of the unmolding, which was 24 hours later. By the way, the mold is by Julie Cuts from Pouring Your Heart Out. You can find her on ebay.com.au. She has a store there, and I think she does ship to the US and all around the globe. So here we go. The bloom turned out absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, the orange at the end, at the edge of the, I wasn't very happy with that. The way, bring you closer and you have a look. Some of you may like it. I actually wanted the yellow to go further down the petals, but I think it came out okay.